What is an elevator pitch and how can you use it to help your business? Now, it's a good question, and having a good elevator pitch can help any business in many, many ways. Now, in this video, I'll talk about how to write an effective elevator pitch, what to say, when to say it, and how it's going to help your business. An elevator pitch is a short, persuasive speech that you use to introduce yourself, your product, and your company. Its purpose is to explain the concept quickly, clearly, and interestingly to spark interest in those who are around you about what you do. An elevator pitch should be short enough to get your message across anytime, anywhere, even during a quick elevator ride, hence the name. But basically, an elevator pitch is a simple answer to the age-old question, what do you do? An elevator pitch should be no longer than 60 seconds, now ideally shorter than that. So it's important to focus on the most important details of your business, your product or your service in that short time frame. Now this helps ensure that your audience remembers what they've learned about you, but then contacts you and wants to know more about it later on. Now it also serves as an introduction and should compel people to want to know more. It should be concise, compelling, interesting, but above all, memorable. Now, if done properly, an elevator pitch will summarize all the different aspects of your business in a concise few sentences, so people will know what makes you unique and why they should care. Now, it's got to be about the listener, not about how great you think you are. The listener is important, so focus on them and the benefits that are going to serve them. Now, before you begin creating the pitch that'll launch your business and make all your dreams come true, take these steps. First of all, you need to know who your audience is. The first step in creating an elevator pitch is knowing what kind of person will be listening to it. Now, you might think that everyone has the same interests or needs, but this isn't the case, so you have to tailor your pitch accordingly. Now, know what purpose your elevator pitch serves. In addition to knowing who will be hearing it and what their goals might be, also consider why. Consider them. Why would they want this information from you? If you want people's email address to send them more information about how great you are, then having some evidence from past projects showing how many clients were satisfied after hiring you will convince them that handing over their contact information won't end up being too much work. So that's what you include in your elevator pitch. Now, obviously, the other thing that motivates people is money. Now, it often does. So show people where previous clients and customers save money by using what you do, by using you to do your services. Now, this should prove just as effective in getting people excited about working with you. So in order to write a good elevator pitch, you need to keep your speech simple and organize. Use bullet points for each idea. Organize the information with an introduction, a body that supports your main idea, and then a conclusion that reinstates your main point. I've said it before, but the most important thing to focus on is what is important for the listener. Give only necessary details so they'll be interested in what you're saying without being distracted by, irrelevant facts or details. Don't try and sell your idea to the listener. Instead, know their background and experience and focus on what you do that benefits them. Pull your audience in with an exciting story about a customer or your company, or offer up a fascinating fact or statistic about a product. An attention-seeking hook, something that grabs people's attention and keeps them engaged with what you're saying. You want your pitch to be easily understood by, anybody that listens to it. And that means avoid using any technical terms. Definitely don't use acronyms, no slang words. Don't use anything that will confuse the average person. The last thing you want to do is to make whoever is listening feel pretty dumb and stupid. When you're talking about a business or a project, focus on the benefits for the customer. Don't get caught up in technical and don't go into detail. Don't talk about yourself or your company, and definitely don't talk about or bag your competitors. Remember, you're trying to spark an interest in you and your service, your company, your product, and letting the listener know what they'll get out of it is far more important than explaining, how it works. Solving a problem is a great way to engage a business owner. If possible, relate the problem back to your audience by using real-world examples. Now, this will help your problem be more relevant to the listener and hopefully grab your audience's attention. Now, if the problem is what draws the audience in, then the solution is what hooks them. Now, this is your time to show them why they need you. It's your time to shine. The solution is arguably the most important part of the pitch. So spend time perfecting it, and perfect it in a way that shows the benefits. Keep it simple and organized so it makes a point that's really easy for listeners to remember. Okay, so use clear structure so your listener knows what's important. Use simple language, avoid acronyms. Don't use buzzwords or industry jargon. Now you know how to create an elevator pitch that will get people interested in what you have to say. Remember that this is about what's most important to the listener, not yourself. The key is knowing your target audience and focusing on what will entice them to listen further and make contact with you again. Now, an elevator pitch works really well when used in conjunction with your USP. What's a USP? Haven't you got one? Have a look at this video here. I'll see you over there. Until next time, thanks for watching.